Have you ever felt like you're carrying a mountain of debt on your shoulders? For many, the burden of debt is more than just a financial obligation. It's a weight that can press down on your daily life, casting a shadow over your future plans. It can feel like a relentless force, constantly pushing, never easing, and always present. This isn't just a metaphorical weight either. The effects of this financial burden can manifest in physical ways, from sleepless nights to stress-related health issues. The impact on mental well-being is equally significant, leading to anxiety, depression, and a pervasive sense of worry. Imagine your life, your dreams, your aspirations, all being overshadowed by this relentless force. It's like trying to climb a mountain, but every step forward is matched by the weight of debt pulling you back. It's a struggle, a constant uphill battle. But it doesn't have to be this way. This is where the concept of debt reduction comes in. Imagine being able to take some weight off your shoulders, to feel a little lighter, a little freer. Debt reduction is about more than just paying off what you owe. It's about reclaiming your life, your freedom, and your future. It's about breaking free from the chains of debt and stepping into a life of financial independence. The journey to debt reduction isn't easy. It requires commitment, discipline, and a willingness to make tough decisions. It's about understanding your finances, creating a realistic budget, prioritizing your debts, and staying committed to your plan. It's a journey that may be challenging, but it's also incredibly rewarding. So, how does one begin to lighten this load? Let's delve into the process of debt reduction. It's time to take the first step towards a brighter, debt-free future. Don't let the weight of debt hold you back any longer. It's time to reclaim your freedom, your happiness, and your future. It's time to master your finances and take control of your life. The first step toward reducing debt is understanding what you owe. It's not enough to just know that you owe money. You have to know exactly how much, to whom, and under what terms. Begin by listing all your debts. This includes everything from credit card balances, personal loans, student loans, auto loans, to your mortgage. It might be a bit daunting to see everything laid out, but it's an essential step. Having a comprehensive view of what you owe gives you a clear starting point. Now let's talk about interest rates. An interest rate is essentially the cost of borrowing money. It's a percentage of the total amount you borrowed that gets added to your debt. And here's the thing, it's not a one-time charge. Interest compounds over time, which means you're charged interest not just on the original amount you borrowed, but also on the interest that's already been added. This is why it can feel like you're in a never-ending cycle of debt. Let's say you have a credit card with a 20% interest rate. If you have a balance of $1,000 and you only pay the minimum each month, you're not just chipping away at that $1,000. You're also trying to keep up with the $200 in interest that's tacked on each year. So, understanding the interest rates on your debts is crucial. It shows you how quickly your debt can grow if you're only making minimum payments. But here's the good news. Once you understand your debt, you're already on the path to reducing it. You now know what you're up against. You understand the importance of paying more than the minimum to combat those pesky interest rates. And perhaps most importantly, you realize that ignoring your debt won't make it disappear. Once you have a clear picture of your debts, you can begin to strategize on how to reduce them. The next step in debt reduction involves creating a budget. Imagine a budget as your financial compass, guiding you through the wilderness of expenses, needs, and wants. It's not just a sheet of numbers, it's a reflection of your financial priorities. Keeping your spending under control and directing your hard-earned money where it can be most effective is vital to reducing your debt. So how do you create a budget? Begin by listing your income and expenses. Income isn't just your salary, it includes any additional money that flows into your bank account. Expenses, on the other hand, are the costs you need to cover. They could be fixed costs like rent or mortgage payments, or variable costs like groceries or utilities. Now, here's the tricky part: allocating funds for debt reduction in your budget. It's not about taking huge chunks out of your income, leaving you with nothing for your daily needs. It's about striking a balance. Start by setting aside a specific portion of your income for debt payments. It could be 10%, 20%, or whatever works best for you. The key is consistency. You need to commit to this allocation and stick to it. That money is no longer part of your spendable income. It's your ticket to a debt-free life. Next, focus on your expenses. Do you really need that daily latte or the premium cable package? Can you dine in more often instead of eating out? Small changes can make a big difference. Reducing your expenses not only frees up more money for debt payments, but also helps you avoid accumulating more debt. Remember, budgeting isn't about depriving yourself, It's about making informed decisions. It's about understanding the difference between needs and wants and prioritizing accordingly. It's about gaining control over your finances, not letting them control you. So, create a budget, stick to it, and watch your debt shrink. Be patient, be consistent, and most importantly, be disciplined. You'll stumble, you'll falter, but you'll also learn and grow. And before you know it, you'll be standing on the other side of the debt mountain. A well-planned budget is your roadmap to financial freedom. Now that you have a budget, it's time to prioritize and pay off your debts. Let's dive into two popular methods, the debt snowball and the debt avalanche. The debt snowball method involves paying off debts from smallest to largest, while the debt avalanche focuses on paying off debts with the highest interest rates first. Both have their merits, and your choice depends on what motivates you more, quick wins or long-term savings. Regardless of the method you choose, consistency is key. It's not just about making a one-off payment, it's about sticking to your budget, making regular payments, and resisting the urge to take on more debt. It may seem like a slow process, but remember, every payment you make is a step towards reducing your overall debt. Remember, each paid-off debt brings you a step closer to financial freedom. So, keep going. Your future self will thank you for the financial discipline you exercise today. So we've covered the key steps to successful debt reduction. We started by understanding your debt, delving into the details of what you owe and to whom. Knowledge, after all, is the first step towards power. Then we moved on to creating a budget, a financial roadmap that helps you navigate your income and expenses. Your budget is your compass, guiding you towards your financial goals and away from the pitfalls of debt. Next, we discussed the importance of prioritizing and paying off debts, starting with the most burdensome and working our way down. This method, often termed as the debt avalanche, is a proven strategy to chip away at your debt steadily and surely. But remember, this is not a sprint, but a marathon. Patience and consistency are your allies in this journey. Reducing debt might seem overwhelming, but remember, every journey begins with a single step. You have the power to master your finances and achieve financial freedom.